My problem is this. Most people who profess to be communicators are usually too abrupt with their answers. They don't listen carefully. They don't ask for paraphrase to make sure they've been understood correctly. They talk too fast. They assume too much. They don't explain clearly. I'm talking about professionals as I see it. They don't explain clearly in an easily understandable manner without insulting the intelligence of those that communicate, to keeping the quality up. If it's a medical communication, charts, pictures, full explanations, clear questions, paraphrase, to check understanding every step of the way. Feedback, problems, questions. I always ask, as a philosopher, I always ask any problems with what I'm saying, any questions you have, any question at all, we'll see if we can deal with it. I will not be abrupt. I will not be insulting by using one or two sentences to give you an answer that requires an in-depth explanation and also requires a build-up so that you can follow cause and effect in a very well-structured logical sequence that's very clear, that's so clear that the village idiot can understand it. That's clear, but yet this is the trick. Keeping up the quality of what you're saying. Charts, pictures, presentation. Making sure you're understandable. Don't make an abrupt, authoritative statement and think it's clear because you're a doctor, you're a lawyer, whatever the hell you are. It's not clear until you check it out, until you ask for paraphrase, questions, paraphrase. And also, you must be held and hold yourself to a higher standard possible. That means the individual you're talking to should be able to cam the presentation and bring in other authorities. You have to stand good for peer review at all times to prove, demonstrate beyond any shadow of a doubt that you're as qualified as you claim to be. And this goes 10 times for the damn talking heads, the sensation mongers, the political spinners that love to catastrophize. They love to take their opponent's position and reduce it to an absurdity. You can do that with anybody and then kill their shadow. Make a parody of the one who's talking and then destroy that. And you're destroying nothing. In philosophy, we believe you go to the top representative, not a minor philosopher. You go right up to the top man, like a Kant, like a Hegel, like a Heidegger, like a Sartre, like a Freud, etc. You go to the top man, the best representation, the best social model of what you're trying to argue against. See how you stand up. Then you have to always be willing to take it to the arena of confrontation and encounter. See how you stand up against interrogation, against a very tough, ruthless interrogation. But before you can do that, you gotta be prepared. You gotta know where you're vulnerable. You got to question yourself relentlessly. I call it thinking against yourself. They tell you think positive. I say no. Begin thinking negative. Then we work our way to the positive. Until we clean out the Aegean stable, or as Fritz Perls puts it, the garbage pail. Until we empty in and out of the garbage can. Until we can challenge and eliminate all the phoniness, all the projections, all the excuses within ourselves systematically and destroy that. We're not ready. to represent ourselves in the right way, then we are nothing but a victim. Nothing but a victim, being the true believer of all the red meat these political jackasses put out, and the talking heads, which are nothing but spin doctors for the political jackasses. That's the way I see it. Winning, unfortunately, it always comes down to that. One, follow the money trail, then winning is everything, no matter how you do it. That's the bottom line. It's your job. We can't police the bully. We can't legislate the bully out of existence. Only the victim can get rid of the bully. It's his bully. It's a Jamainakite. That means my bully. I created the bully. I called out to the bully. That means I'm the only one. I have the remedy within myself to get rid of my bully or continue to be his victim and try to genuflect, beg my way out to get the bully to leave me alone. That brings out the sadist in the bully, doesn't it? No way to get around this problem. You can't police the internet. You cannot police the internet. You cannot legislate ethical behavior, whatever that means. It don't mean nothing. You go to church on Sunday and take your sermon, wash your dirty hands that you got filthy all week, go to church on Sunday, thank the preacher for a wonderful legalizing preaching where the preacher legalized and told me how to be good, like Prager, Dennis Prager. He knows how to be good. He knows all the answers before the inquiry even begins. Of course, that's nonsense. That's the anathema to good discussion. Why can't I face my opponent mano a mano and discuss it with him? But then again, you have to be ready. You have to be physically fit. Tough in your mind, tough in your body to throw chingazos when that's the only alternative that's left. Take it to him hard. You be the first one, no him. The fool that said women want a meek, nice man, a good man. Don't believe that lie. They want the whole package just like we all do. That means they want the height. They've been conditioned for it. Follow the hot genital strivings and you'll understand what I'm talking about. Watch the behavior, not what they say, but the way they behave. Take that woman out into a tough environment and try her. Look around, listen. Don't become addicted to the presence. Listen very carefully, observe very carefully what she's saying, what she's doing, how she's treating you in a public way. You'll find out an awful lot. If you're not despondent, codependent, and addicted to the presence, and if you see something, trust your instincts on this, get rid of her. Everybody can be replaced. We live with substitutes, vicarious pretense, church of the transmutations. That means you have to be flexible and adaptable to create as you go, to mitigate as you go, to walk things back. That's called, all that whole package together, taken together, is called winning. Now, it says the same thing. It seems to say the same thing. Our esteemed president, Daffy Don, says winning, but I mean it in a whole different sense. I bring a philosophy behind it. The one thing you've got to avoid at all costs is the abruptness in a communication. If you're trying to explain something that has a vital importance, you better make sure the individual you're communicating to has paraphrased what you said. You better check out everywhere you go to make sure you're understood. Don't assume it. Don't be abrupt. Give me one damn sentence when it requires a much better explanation. You can do a lot better than that. Make it simple so that the village idiot can understand it, but maintain the professional quality of what you're talking about. That's the trick. That is communication, in my opinion. Anything short of that is just pure bullshit. It's just pure. I can turn on my radio and listen to my Con Hannitys, my Rush Limbaughs, and the other talking head idiots on the left if I want to be propagandized. Go to the top. Go to the quality. Go to many sources. Get mad as hell, along with Howard Beale from Network. I want you to get up right now, open your windows higher, look out, and scream, I'm mad as hell and I'm not going to take any more. I'm mad as hell and I'm not going to take any more. You need that kind of fire in the belly to protect yourself against the cultural hypnosis. It's really a job of dehypnotizing against all the bullshit we've been propagandized. We got to know the difference between the phony show business. It's just entertainment. When you look at these people that you revere, they're nothing. They're nothing. If you look closely, you got to consider they have their makeup people, they have their propaganda people, their marketing people, and all that bullshit. You got to cut deep below the surface. Don't be a sucker like I was and put all your eggs in a basket of a public appearance and a sweet personality. Enough said.